I want to talk to you about Isaac Newton's law about motion, right? He said, if an object is in motion, it will stay in motion. If an object is at rest, it will stay at rest, bro. But that is true to every single thing in this world. Listen, so scientists know that the smallest particle in every single living piece of matter, bro. In every piece of matter, the smallest particle, the smallest, most finite particle you can get is an atom, right? And what is it? Atoms are always moving, they're always vibrating, right? I mean, if everything contains atoms, every single piece of human physical matter we know of contains an atom, and it's always vibrating, nothing is still completely. It appears to be still, but still it's vibrating at that microscopic level, bro. I mean it. And that's true for everything in humans, in humanity, right? And I want to put it to you like this. And this literally just clicked to me before I turn this bitch off. Emotion. Emotion, right? Emotions, always in motion. What is the definition of emotion, bro? An emotion is the human brain's reaction to a certain stimuli, an external one, in fact. You know, yes, the human brain's reaction to an external stimuli. It's the human brain's reaction to a certain stimuli. Yes, and emotion is the human brain's reaction to a certain stimuli. So emotions are also constantly in motion, in moving. When something happens to you out of the blue, randomly, like this morning, bro, my hair was not cooperating. I had coconut oil, was hardened and stuck in my hair. It looked like someone nutted in my hair and it was stuck and it was just fucking white. And I tried so hard to get it out, and I had 10 minutes before I fucking left the crib. Emotions are always in motion because humans are always in motion. We are always doing something, and there is always an external stimuli that's happening. We cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control our reaction. Like, yes, emotions are the reaction to things that happen to us. That is simple. Because anything can happen to you at any point in time randomly, bro. We go through the day. We operate with our own brain throughout. And listen, bro. Even when we try to be still, stay as still as possible, bro. What is the stillest a human can be? I mean it. It's death, right? Because you're still in motion as you're being still. You have to breathe to stay alive, right? Everything is constantly in motion, bro. Like I said, we are walking, living throughout our days, taking in external stimuli through our 5 different senses, bro. Every single fucking day, bro. Every single second of the day, bro. You might smell something, bro, and you're gonna have a reaction to it. You might stink. You're gonna say, ugh, you're disgusted, bro. That's something you're feeling. You feel disgusted, right? You understanding what I'm saying, bro? You might see something very negative. Someone may say something very negative towards you. It may make you sad or angry. That's your reaction, bro. I mean it. That's the emotional process, and that's the thing. We don't know what's gonna happen to us. We take in different things, so much different shit throughout the day through our 5 different senses. You know, 6 if you like me, you feel me? The 6th sense, or your intuition, you feel me? But you don't really take in, your intuition automatically knows, right? We take in so much different stimuli throughout the day. Nothing is still. Everything is constantly in motion. Like I said, the most still anything can get is death. The human body can be still when it dies. That's the most still it will be. It's going to turn to dust eventually. Ash is going to reduce to nothing. I'm talking about when the earth is completely gone. It's going to be nothing. Basically ash, dust. Where's it going to be? Scattered across the cosmos. What the fuck? This body don't matter, gang. The soul does, bro. The soul does, gang. Even the earth, bro. The earth is never still, bro. What does it do? It fucking rotates, bro. What do the planets around it do? Fucking rotate around the earth. My nigga, nothing is still, bro. Even if you were to inspect the atoms inside of air molecules, they would be moving at this tiniest, most microscopic level. Air, the things as simple as we breathe. Tell me one actual still thing in our human realm, in our human race, on our earth. Tell me one actual still thing. One thing that is completely at rest, in no motion, way, shape, or form. Nothing. Because atoms are even moving. It's the smallest particle, the smallest, most microscopic particle you can get inside of every single thing on this planet, bro. I mean, even the dust on the earth itself contains that molecule. They're in motion all the fucking time. Everything's in motion. Nothing is still. Things appear to be still, but nothing is still. That's so cool when you think about it, bro. When you really think, like, life just gonna stop, bro. You really think after death it's gonna stop? Come on. We see in every single thing in this lifetime, bro. that nothing is still. Everything is constantly moving on. Everything is moving on to the next. There is no attachment because everything is revolving. It's constantly in a state of motion, a constant state of flux, bro. I mean it. That's why you cannot become attached to anything. Everything is in a constant state of flux. It should be, bro. That's natural, bro. I mean, even atoms, bro. Atoms aren't still. So why the fuck would you be, bro? If atoms aren't still in their lives, nigga, why the fuck would you be, gang? Like, explain that to me. If the atoms on his wall, nigga, the atoms on that door, the atoms on his phone, the atoms on his this shit that ain't moving, nigga. I mean it. The atoms in the air that ain't moving, bro. Ain't in motion. They in motion. So why are you not? You can't be still if you try. Humans have to be moving. It's one constant thing. I mean, one thing you can't deny about humanity, about this earth we live on, about our realm, about where we live. You cannot deny that everything is in a constant state of flux and emotion, bro. It's the truth. I mean it. Everything throughout every time period. One constant. It's not an argument, bro. It's not a religious argument. It's not however the fuck you want to make it, bro. It's not. Everything is scientifically fucking proven to be true. Everything is in a constant state of flux and motion, bro. Even humans, bro. We have atoms on us, the tiniest microscopic particles. We have, what is over 300 billion motherfucking, yeah, that's what we're made up of. I believe 300 billion atoms, bro. Something like that, bro. All in motion, bro. Our souls are in constant influx and motion. Our souls intake the emotion, bro, and our souls will intake information, and the output and expression of the way people take in that information is emotion, right? And anything can happen to us at any time. We do not control any factor outside of us. Everything is constantly in motion. Everything outside of us is constantly in motion, bro. I mean it. That's why being emotionally intelligent and still in yourself is good. TSA nigga just came by. I was a little scared in there. Nigga, this where they be testing us. Yeah, nigga, I get tested by TSA. If I fail, I get a violation. I don't want that shit, nigga. Nigga scared me. He looked too serious. He looked at the elevator. Oh, was that elevator working? Oh, did our tester come? Everything, including humans and our emotions and what we feel, is always in a constant state of flux, bro. I mean, it's always in motion. Nothing is still. Nothing in this world is still. I mean it. Tell me one thing in this world that's still. You fucking can't, bro. I mean it. From everything we know exists as human matter, nothing is still because everything's made up of atoms. What are atoms always doing? Vibrating, nigga. Come on, bro. You can't stay still. You couldn't stop if you wanted to. You could not stay still in your life and do nothing if you wanted to, because something gonna happen to you. The best way to deal with all the emotion around us is to learn to be in touch with you and your emotions and what you got going on. Remember, you are your emotions. Everyone is their emotions. I mean it. Every single person leads by emotion. You would not be human if you didn't. Learn to be in touch with them, understand them, feel them. Don't neglect them. You can't ignore them. It's how we all operate. It's the fundamental being of being human. We have emotions. I mean, the whole reason I am a security guard at the airport, because 9/11 happened, bro. A tragic day for the U.S., bro. An emotional thought process behind an action, right? Exactly. The emotion evoked me being the emotion 9/11 invoked in the U.S., bro. Is the reason I'm here at this job. I love acting like I'm actually doing my job. I don't be doing my job. This is my job. This is my life calling and my goal right here. But as I was saying, yes, like I said, everything in this world leads back to some kind of emotional thought process. Everything exists because of mistakes, bro. Mistakes are good. I mean, mistakes are the biggest part of the learning process, bro. I mean it. Love them, bro. Accept them. Accept that it's part of the learning process. Me being here as security guard inside of the Denver airport happened because of 9/11. The US of A's reaction to a terrorist attack invoked emotion in a lot of people. Yes, the emotion it invoked in thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people around the world, caused me to be here. I mean it, bro. I mean an airport. Why did someone build an airport? What is the emotional reasoning behind that? I want to transport fast. Imagine you're frustrated, you have to take a train everywhere. This long ass 3, 4, 5 hour, maybe 14, 15 hour train, bro. I'm frustrated, I don't want to do that. I love when people got the personality of a celebrity, bro. You ever meet someone like that? It's so cool, because it's literally like you talking to a celebrity. They feel bigger than life. That's how I am, but I love seeing other people like that, because Fuck, I talk to myself all day. I'm talking to myself before I fuck now, bitch. I'm talking to y'all, bitch. I'm talking to me, right? I'm talking to me and y'all, nigga. I'm talking to everybody, nigga. Slime, nigga. I need to know the reason behind why everything is in motion. Why is nothing still? Because even in the cold, atoms don't stop. They fucking slow down, bro. They only slow down. They're still vibrating. I mean, if it's correct, if the science is correct, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm like 100% sure, 1,000,000,000% sure that's what happened. Literally, death is still, bro. When something's still, it dies, bro. That's the only thing I could think of, genuinely. So why is everything constantly in motion, bro? What's the point of that? Why is that the premise of like that has everything in humanity? I mean, it's constant in every single thing. Even growing up, you're constantly in motion growing up, bro. You don't stop growing up. You don't, like, are you seeing what I'm saying? Nothing ever stops, bro. Yo, bro, the fuck? Somebody explain, bro. Dead ass, bro. Someone help me figure this out. Why is everything in a constant state of motion? Like, why is that a thing? What is the reasoning behind that, bro? I'm searching that shit up, bro.